Hi there. Today we're going to talk about one of my favorite movies, the 1969 film True Grit, starring John Wayne. It was adapted from a book. Now, John Wayne, in my opinion, did his best work in westerns. Movies like Rio Bravo, The Alamo, The Searchers, The Shootist, and so on. His western characters, I think, rose above any of the others he did. And in True Grit, he plays Rooster Cogburn, and it's probably his most memorable character. He's funny, venal, irascible, and intoxicated. The story has a young girl, Mattie, who is seeking justice for her murdered father, and she's trying to track down the members of the gang involved in killing him. And so she enlists the help of Rooster Cogburn, who's a US Marshal who's well known for tracking down fugitives. At the same time, there's a Texas Ranger played by Glenn Campbell, who is also after the gang. So they form an uneasy and constantly bickering alliance to go on the trail. Now, um, Kim Darby played Mattie, and she was perfect as a little bossy boots girl, and I don't really remember her ever doing any other films, but um, she made up for it with the portrayal she did in True Grit. Glenn Campbell was adequate um, in his portrayal as the Texas Ranger. Um, he at the time was a recording star. I regard him very, very highly as a guitarist. He was a session guitarist in Los Angeles, and there's a lot of stuff on YouTube of him playing the guitar. Absolutely fantastic guitar player. So Robert Duvall plays Ned Pepper, who's the leader of the gang, and Robert Duvall, one of our greatest actors, always turns in a terrific performance and is one of the really one of the stars of this film as well. But it's John Wayne who dominates with an Oscar-winning performance as Rooster Cogburn. Um, some absolutely hilarious moments, um, some pathos, and it's brilliant. Coupled with the amazing scenery, a lot of the westerns, particularly the ones that were filmed in color, um, do show you fantastic vistas of the West, and True Grit certainly, as they travel into the territories to track down this gang, they cross some amazing terrain. There was a sequel which was called Rooster Cogburn, which, in my opinion, wasn't as good. Um, and then in 2010, an unfortunate remake was made of True Grit, starring Jeff Bridges and Matt Damon, and it it missed all the things that made the original film great. Were missing from this remake. It was dreadful. It was dire. Um, there's never really a good argument for remaking a classic film. Um, Generally speaking, it doesn't work. Um, there's a couple of films that I'd say were not too bad remakes. One was The Italian Job. It wasn't a direct remake, it just took the title really. It wasn't a bad film of its own right. But apart from that, I can't really think of too many. And certainly the 2010 True Grit was pretty dire. I'll put a trailer to the original. I'll link to the trailer so you can have a look at it. And I've watched it several times, watched the movie several times, and it's an absolute delight. Really one of my favorite films. Definitely one of my favorite John Wayne films.